Today we talk about working effectively.
Daily motivation, seeking success, finding your passion and being your best. Raphael, Elias, and the sensation. This is Daily Motivation.
The fact is that most people go through their life and through their day and through their projects and through whatever they're doing in turtle gear. They move very, very slowly, tediously slow, and they barely really make any progress on a day-to-day basis, let alone a week and a month and a year. And it's just crazy to look at how much a person doesn't get done rather than how much a person does get done, because our potential is absolutely unlimited and you can do whatever it is that you want if you really set your mind to it. The crazy thing is that we all have the same amount of time each day. However, some people, will move mountains, ships, make crazy things happen, while others can barely get themselves out of bed. What's the difference? Well, one of the biggest differences is in here, and that's usually what it all comes down to. It's the state of mind and the way, the ideas that you have, the philosophies that you have about life and everything that you're doing, as well as, of course, the technique and having the skill and having the talent, if you want to call it that, or the gift to be able to do it. But when it comes down to it, if you speed up what you're doing and you put some processes in place and you start thinking, okay, how can I be effective about this? Things will begin to move faster. Whatever you put your attention on is what usually tends to happen. And while other people are thinking, why isn't this going faster? Why isn't this going faster? Why is it so slow? You can start thinking about how can I move it faster? And now the same thing goes for your emotions. If you don't like the way you feel, instead of saying, I don't feel good, so I don't feel like doing it, why don't you start thinking about how can I change how I feel so that I do want to do it? And even if you don't feel like it, you should, of course, do it, get it done. That's one of the big things that I've noticed is between success and unsuccessful, is the simple difference of I'll do it no matter how I feel. But being able to change your emotion is that entire level up. And so I want that for you. I want you to be able to shift. I want you to be able to switch instantly. It feels good to be able to take control of your body and not allowed to run wild. That's one of the ways that you can get effective. That's one of the ways that you can start getting more things done. But also, you gotta have another thing in mind. You gotta start planning. You gotta start planning. You gotta start thinking about how am I gonna execute this faster? How am I gonna move it forward more powerfully? How am I going to make this move along even better? And if you start putting your brain onto that, if you get very intentional on that, it will begin to happen for you and you'll start to see the shift very, very instantly.